my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got no juice to.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And Ingram hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
At the 28-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Chiefs 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Jackson. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down now. It's White, and he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Coming to you. Hey, alert 3.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to fire. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, they'll run with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
At the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Chiefs touchdown.
To Rob Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
7-yard line.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10 at the
and they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's the end.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
29-yard line.
And And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up...
Again, it's Ballage. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves him 3rd and short.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He's
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
The play is a turnover on down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike's 57's right.
Yeah.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Ready?
Watch 57. Wild Bill.
Undercrush.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 47.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch the screen. Joker. Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Switch. Check safety.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Check 15. Check 15.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Letting one go deep here. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Coulter. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On a handoff, it's White. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. First down. Here's Burrow. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Switzer. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
48-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 50.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Burrow's pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second and
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
the 39-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
taken away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to... And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go.